Hello, and welcome to the 27th Annual May W. Newburger Women's Roll of Honor Program. I'm Wayne Wink. I'm the North Hempstead Town Clerk, and I've had the good fortune to serve as your host of this event for the past 7 years. We are today going to honor 12 outstanding women throughout the town of North Hempstead for their charitable, philanthropic, and humanitarian efforts on behalf of all of us throughout the town. These are the women who have helped make the town of North Hempstead one of the truly outstanding places to live, work, and raise a family. And it is my honor to be able to honor them here today. As many of you know, the Women's Roll of Honor is named after the late, great May W. Newburger, a former town supervisor from 1994 to 2003. May was an iconic leader, not only for women, but for all of us in public service, here in the town of North Hempstead, as well as throughout the state of New York. Under normal circumstances, we'd be hosting this event as a large breakfast, where we would honor all 12 women. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, this is not to be the case this year. So we hope that this serves as something of a substitute for the in-person event we would normally do. And we hope you enjoy. I'd like to take this opportunity now to welcome the great town supervisor, Judy Bosworth, for her welcoming remarks.
Hi, everyone. I'm Supervisor Judy Bosworth, and I'm proud to be hosting the 2020 Women's Roll of Honor in conjunction with Town Clerk Wayne Lee. Though it is a virtual event this year, it remains extremely important for us here in North Hempstead to honor the accomplished, intelligent, and talented women who serve as inspirations in their communities. Through their professional work and civic engagement, this year's honorees have demonstrated their positive influence and commitment to bettering the world around them. I commend all of this year's honorees for being such passionate, caring, and ambitious leaders. Congratulations to all of you. I now have the distinct privilege to introduce a clip in recognition of Shirley Romain, a remarkable woman who served as an important role model for many across the greater North Hempstead community. Shirley was a constant at our Women's Roll of Honor ceremonies, and I know I speak on behalf of many when I say how much I looked forward to seeing her each and every year. Though Shirley passed away in 2019, her passion lives on.
At this time, I'm going to finally turn the microphone over to a woman who has become really, quite frankly, an institution here at the Women's Roll of Honor celebrations.
Who rescued me the very first breakfast when I said, I need somebody to say something or do something. You're the best actress we have around. It has added a very special quality, this breakfast.
Shirley has been here since the very beginning.
She has honored the honor breakfast.
It is my great pleasure to invite up Shirley Romain.
Outstanding social advocate and social activist in the Great Neck community and throughout the town of North Hempstead.
And has added such color and warmth to our festivities, if you will. And I am truly looking forward to this home to inspire us.
Our jewel, Shirley Romain.
Let me just tell you, I'm going to do some poems for you this morning. They're all by women poets, and each of them has a very special thing to say. I love people who harness themselves, an ox to a cart, who pull like water buffalo with massive patience. And every woman should know that her childhood may not have been perfect, but it's over. Maybe young women are wondering whether they can have it all anymore. But in case you are wondering, of course you can. Was it my enemy or my friend who said, "What a big book for such a little head"? God has given the call to women to come forward to stay the hand of men, to say no, we will no longer kill our fellow men. The pitcher cries for water to hold, and the person for work that is real. Two paths diverged in a wood, and we can take them both. I say it's in the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I'm a woman. Phenomenal. Phenomenal woman. That's me. You're all just terrific women. Aren't we all just terrific women? It's really great.
Shirley has been a staple for this. We thank you so much, Shirley.
Well, the pleasure is all mine.
I'd be remiss if I didn't take a moment to reflect upon the life and the contributions of Shirley Romain to this event each year. Shirley was one of the original honorees in 1994, and Shirley came back each and every year at our invitation to provide thoughts and reflections upon the event itself, and to provide heartfelt and sometimes even pointed words of advice. So over the years, Shirley would take the opportunity to quote whether it was Edna St. Vincent Millay, Nora Ephron, and her favorite, Maya Angelou, would always put a fine point on the event and always bring things into perspective. Shirley's lasting impact on this event is something we will all miss, and I hope Shirley's family knows the impact and the importance of Shirley's contributions to this event each and every year. It is now my honor to introduce this year's honorees for the May W. Newburger Women's Roll of Honor. Martin Luther King was quoted as saying, "Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?" Well, that's a question that all of our honorees seem to answer in leaps and bounds each and every day by providing humanitarian, charitable, and other forms of contributions to the community as a volunteer. Our honorees have stood out each and every day, and I think fulfill Martin Luther King's great words. They have touched the lives of so many of us in so many worthwhile ways. This year's honorees come from a wide variety of disciplines, including education, religious groups, civic organizations, and charities. They all come from different backgrounds, and yet nevertheless they have a common thread which binds them together, which is their willingness to serve others. As such, I can say with great confidence that this year's honorees reflect the diversity that our town has really been known for. And I thank them all for their contributions. So without further ado, let us introduce the 2020 Women's Roll of Honor. Our first honoree is Mary Kalanin from East Williston. Mary is known as Farmer Mary throughout the farming community for her creation and maintenance of teaching gardens within the East Williston School District, the Unitarian Universalist Congregation at Shelter Rock, and the Viscardi Center in Albertson. Mary is also an active volunteer in the North Shore Land Alliance, the Long Island Coalition for the Homeless, and the United Beacons Veterans Organization. Thank you, Mary, on behalf of a very grateful Town of North Hempstead. Regina Capelas of Westbury. After having been a teacher of the deaf and a speech teacher for many years, Regina has continued to tutor and mentor children and adults in need, including everyone from the neighborhood children to people she has met at the library, at the local stores, or at church. She is a cheerful, kind, welcoming, and helpful presence to everyone she encounters. Thank you, Regina. Jennifer Desenna of Manhasset. Since moving to the town in 2000, Jennifer has volunteered nonstop for a number of community organizations, including the St. Vincent de Paul Society, which responds to neighbors in need of heat, rent, clothing, and furniture, the Manhasset Coalition Against Breast Cancer, and the North Strathmore Civic Association. Jennifer has also taught religion at St. Mary's Church. She's become president of North Shore Nursery School and serves in several roles for the Civic Association and the Manhasset Mothers Group. Thank you, Jennifer. Eileen Devaney of Westbury. Eileen has been a speech pathologist for over 40 years, helping the young and old alike. She has been an active volunteer with St. Aidan's Parish, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, and the Chamber of Commerce of the Willistons, having served as president and organizing the annual street fair. She started Seeds of the Willistons, meaning speech, education, evaluation, development, service, helping those with speech impediments reach their full potential. Thank you, Eileen. Annette Dennis of Port Washington. Elder Annette Dennis is the associate pastor of the New Life Christian Ministries Church in Port Washington. She also founded the Nassau County chapter of the National Action Network in 2013. In this position, she has done advocacy on behalf of the tenants of the Academy Gardens in Great Neck and Laurel Homes in Roslyn. She has also served as vice president of the NAACP North Shore branch. Thank you, Annette. Francine Spielke Epstein of Kings Point. Francine has been a lifelong advocate for families, especially children. Holding a master's degree in developmental psychology, Francine has given a number of professional lectures and appearances over the years, and is a published author on the subjects of family relations and divorce. Additionally, Francine has served on a number of governmental boards from Nassau County, the New York Hall of Science Museum, and the Federation of Jewish Agencies. Thank you, Francine. Francine Fritado of Port Washington. Francine has devoted many years to improving the lives of town residents through multiple volunteer efforts, including the Boy Scouts PAC 77, the League of Women Voters, Water for Long Island, Transition Towns Port Washington, the Port Washington School District Green Committee, and has a weekly column with Blank Slate Media. She is a true leader in the field of environmental protection. Thank you, Francine. Jove Kamali of Lake Success. Jove is an active member of the United Mashadi Jewish Community of America. Her true passion is helping children. Shortly after immigrating to the United States in the 1970s, she helped form the Mashadi Sisterhood, an organization of Iranian Jewish women that helps organize a wide range of community programs for children. She has also organized donation drives for Cohen Children's Medical Center on a monthly basis. Thank you, Jove. Monica Pavlidis of New Hyde Park. Monica is an environmentalist, philanthropist, and volunteer for countless organizations in the town. Most notably, she continues to serve as a mentor to Girl Scouts in Nassau County and Boy Scouts in Troop 201, even after her daughter and son have long since obtained their Gold Award and Eagle Scout ranks. She is an active member of the Herrick's Community Fund and is a weekly volunteer at Clark Botanic Gardens. Thank you, Monica. Alyssa Patrowski of Floral Park. A teacher in the Floral Park Belrose School District, Alyssa has spent a great deal of time mentoring children. Alyssa and her sister founded the organization Ria's Angels in honor of their late mother. It is an organization committed to ending breast cancer. She has also volunteered her time at the Diocesan Food Services Roman Catholic Diocese of Brooklyn. Thank you, Alyssa. Shirley Lee Shing of New Hyde Park. Shirley is one of the major driving forces behind the yearly success of the North Hempstead Asian American Heritage Festival. She has also volunteered her time on various PTAs and the SEPTA for the New Hyde Park School District. Shirley has also been appointed to the Nassau County Human Rights Commission and several other committees, including the Nassau County Asian American Advisory Council. This is all in addition to working as a full-time classroom aide within the school district. Thank you, Shirley. And our final honoree, last but certainly not least, is Valerie Taylor of Port Washington. Valerie joins her mother, Kay Ullman, who was named to the Women's Roll of Honor in 2002. She has been involved in numerous organizations, mostly based in Port Washington. These include the Port Washington Parks Conservancy, the Ed Foundation of Port Washington, Daughters of the American Revolution, and she is a co-founder of Blessings in a Backpack, an organization sending home food on weekends for eligible families. She is also a past PTA president in the Port Washington School District. Thank you, Valerie. So those are the honorees for this year, the 27th Annual May W. Newburger Women's Roll of Honor. On behalf of Supervisor Judy Bosworth and a very grateful town board, we want to extend our heartfelt congratulations to all our honorees, past and present, and wish you well.